guys, my name's Deege, and here I am on my Alliance 2, and I'm going to be showing you on Alliance because Horde's rather easy. We're going to be going out in front of Stormwind, we're going to be going in Elwyn Forest, we're going to be looking for a frog. We need to have an Iron Starlet start out. You can get this from questing out in Blasted Lands for the level 90 precursor to Draenor quest line. Once you complete that, you will have a free Iron Starlet, or you can search your auction house. Prices are usually pretty cheap. I just found one for 50 gold. Some servers are still up for around 300, but still yet not a bad trade to get started on your way to open your menagerie. And here along the shoreline we will be finding several frogs. Once we find our green frog, we will go ahead and capture it, but we need to level both of them to level 4 before we continue. On Horde side, you will find the frogs over in the goblin area inside of Orgrimmar. And here we've captured our small frog. Let's put him in battle slot 1 and level him to level 4. Now you should have a quest from your pet battle trainer in your main city to battle your first pet battle tamer. Complete the first 2 quests for the first 2 pet battle tamers on your respective faction, and we will get started on the next step. Remember, whenever you're fighting these pet tamers, make sure to not let them die, as it will result in not letting them gain experience for the battle. So it's important, whenever they get low health, go ahead and swap them out and let them live and finish off the battle with the other pet. And now that we've completed the battles against our pet battle tamers, we now have 2 level 5 pets, and we're going to head straight to Desolus. And here's where we're going to be heading in Desolus. We're going to Maraudon. We're going to go to the cave entrance, and we're going to start heading down. And we are looking for the Amethyst Shale hatchlings. Okay, and here we are. And what we're going to be looking for here is an uncommon Amethyst Shale hatchling with preferably a common or poor quality beast creature behind it. We are going to be countering the Amethyst Shale hatchling with our frog, and we're going to pull it down to capturing health. And once that pet is captured, we are going to be killing the beast creature with our Iron Starlet. And here I find one right off the bat. Doesn't happen every time, so keep looking down here. You will need 2 of these Amethyst Shale hatchlings, and if you find a battle that has a beast in the background that is uncommon as well, go ahead and capture it. You'll need 2 of those as well. Additionally, you can look for those while you are in Desolus running around. There are several beast battles around. You definitely need 2 more beasts, as we are going to be encountering critters. We're going to go ahead and head to Deadwind Pass. We're going to catch an Arcane Eye. I'm taking the portal to Blasted Lands, and Deadwind Pass is just up northwest from here. So now we found our uncommon Arcane Eye. What we're going to be doing is hitting it as much as possible here. Knock it down to capturing health. And now we have the rest of our pets' health to capture this Arcane Eye. The Arcane Eye is weak versus mechanical, so we can spam our capture button. And now we have an Arcane Eye. Need to repeat this process and find a second one, and we'll get on to our next part. Our next destination is Blade's Edge Mountains, and here we found our battle. We had a Cogblade Raptor and 2 beasts, so our elemental is going to be facing the Cogblade Raptor. That's why we have the elemental. And we have our Iron Starlet for the beasts, and an Arcane Eye just for the high level and high damage. He'll be very useful here. And now we have successfully captured a Cogblade Raptor. And we have found a Scorpid and a Rock Viper. I prefer the Rock Viper here since he does have Burrow. It's good for survivability. And so now let's get this pet captured, and we'll head on to the garrison. Alright, we found our pet battle to face out here in front of our garrison. Let's go ahead and exit our pet battle. We'll go ahead and give him a res. And since we are facing beast critter and critter, our best option is to go with mechanical, beast, and beast. So set up your battle accordingly. And again, make sure your abilities are all about the respective pets you're facing. Here I use exposed wounds, overtune, and batter. Let's go ahead and get engaged in battle. We'll capture this ice spine hatchling and be on our way. Now let's go capture us a Twilight Wasp. We'll need our Arcane Eye to combat a Twilight Wasp, our Cogblade to combat the Ice Spine Hatchling, and a Beast to counter a critter if we find one. Alright, now we've captured our Twilight Wasp. Here let me just make a little note. I've been having you capture 2 of everything just to make sure if one dies you always have a backup for one, and as well you're going to be facing potential multiples, like you'll see 2 critters in a battle or 2 flying in a battle, so you'll want to have those to be able to win the battle you're going for. Alright, now let's head off to Jade Forest and we'll capture our last 2 pets so we can defeat the Menagerie. And now we're in Jade Forest. We're going to be looking for garden moths. They're going to be flying around this area right here. And as you can see right here, we're facing a moth. I'm using my Arcane Eye to counter him. We have a frog in slot 2 for them, so I'm going to counter him with my Twilight Wasp. And there's a critter in slot 3, so I'm going to counter him with my Ice Spine Hatchling. And now we've caught our garden moth here. Let's go ahead and get him in slot 1 and let's get to facing our Aquatic. Right here along the riverbank is where you'll be finding your next pet. You'll want a Mirror Strider or a Jungle Darter. They are both very good versus Caritus. And now that we found our frog, let's go ahead and get it captured and we'll head back to the Menagerie and get started. And now we're on our level 100 tune. Who needs to unlock the Menagerie? It does have to be level 3. So go ahead and accept your quest here and let's get started. Now the flying is strong versus Aquatic, so first we're going to need our garden moth, and just in case our Twilight Wasp in here is good, make sure to have that predatory strike selected. And as you can see here, I'm going to hit number 2 and then spam 1 until 2 is up, and Gorfu will go down pretty fast. If he does die, you can clean up with your Twilight Wasp. Awesome, now we've defeated Gorfu. Let's head on over to Caritus. And here we have our level 22 frog, and we're just going to spam our 1 button until Caritus is dead. And here we are in Gnawface, and our last pet to open the Menagerie. I did choose my Twilight Wasp because he is strong versus critters, as you can see, and he does take him out solo, but we do have our Ice Spine Hatchling in slot 2 just in case we need to finish him off. But he does beautifully. And there you have it, folks. Gnawface is down. That makes all 3 pets for our quest. And we can now go open our Menagerie and we can start our Menagerie dailies. Alright guys, thanks for your time. I sure hope the video helped out. I sure appreciate your views, the likes and the subscription. It does help a lot. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see y'all later.